Radical Forgiveness by Zahnd. Prelude. Western Christianity is in need of an update. I would go so far as to say the need is desperate. Christianity, by which I mean the experience of living the message of Jesus, should always be characterized by a compelling freshness and vibrancy. But what passes for the Christian message today feels a bit old and tired. I fear that Christianity, as it is presently understood, is in danger of fading into a kind of cherished relic. It has happened before. If Christianity is to be a compelling and relevant voice in the 21st century, it needs a fresh message. Not a new innovation or novel interpretation, but a return to our roots. And what are our roots? To a certain extent, that is what this book is about. The primary experience and central emphasis of Christianity revolves around the theme of forgiveness. If Christianity is about anything, it is about forgiveness. Not forgiveness as merely an end in itself or a legal means of escaping punishment, but forgiveness as reconciliation and total restoration. Christianity presents forgiveness as the restoration of the troubled relationship between God and humanity. Forgiveness is also that which alone has the capacity to achieve peace and reconciliation within human relationships, whether personal or global. Most importantly, this is a book about how Jesus forgives and how he calls us to imitate his practice of radical forgiveness. And radical is the appropriate word, because when it comes to the proclamation and practice of forgiveness, Jesus was the most radical innovator in history. When Jesus teaches on forgiveness, he pushes us into the extreme. Jesus seems to be indicating that our practice of forgiveness should be unconditional. But unconditional forgiveness is a tall order, and it requires some serious thought. Can we always forgive? Should we always forgive? If we always forgive, aren't we enabling evil? If we forgive unconditionally, aren't we sacrificing justice? These are some of the issues I attempt to explore in this book. If Christianity is about anything, it is about forgiveness. While writing, I have primarily had a Christian audience in mind, as I assume Christians will comprise the majority of my readers. But to those who do not identify themselves as Christians, I want to say I have also kept you in mind. I invite you to regard this book as my summation of what I think Christianity in its essence is all about. And to the critic of Christianity, I would like to acknowledge that I am sadly aware that at times Christianity has not been very pretty. Too often the message of Jesus has been misrepresented by the ugly faces of legalism, triumphalism, and religiously inspired hatred. I address some of these ideas in the book. My hope is that you will allow me to present you with the beautiful face of Christianity, the face of forgiveness. Perhaps this has been my primary motive in writing this book, to help recover the true beauty of Christianity as found in forgiveness. As we enter the second decade of the third Christian millennium, we are a church in need of a renovation that I'm convinced can be achieved by a recovery of the beautiful Christian gospel of forgiveness. In a world where the ugliness of rage and retaliation are driving the storyline of the 21st century, the beauty of authentic Christian forgiveness is the compelling alternative. Zahnd.